Hi guys, it's your friendly neighborhood Aka back again. Since the K45 expansion, we got an update to Relics. And I've had a few requests from people asking me what are the best generals to get in Relics. So that's what we're going to look at here. Right now, in the Relics, we have the choice of 10 different generals available to us. That is, of course, if you do not count the purple generals. So, out of these 10 generals, we have quite a different range of them. We have range generals, ground, mounted, wall generals. Funny enough, no siege generals, but we'll put that aside for now, okay? So, out of the generals that we have available to us, if you're a free-to-play player, or you're a low coiner, or you're just someone that wants to get generals, you'll probably be wondering, which ones should I get? So that's what we're going to take a look at now. For the range generals, you have the option of either Alfred, Electra, or Tomiris. Now, Tomiris is pretty much a specialty general, so in most cases, you probably won't want to be using her as your main general. You'd want to be using her as an assistant. So, if you're looking for a main range general from the Relics, your choice will be between either Electra or Alfred. Both of them are, of course, good range generals, so you won't go wrong with either one that you pick. If I had to give a recommendation, I would probably say go with Electra over Alfred. But that's not a definite thing. A lot of people already have Electra. So going into the Relics to get more fragments for Electra is perfectly fine with them. And for people that haven't decided what general they want to use, Electra is obviously a staple in Evony right now. So you won't go wrong with choosing her. But if you wanted to have something different, yeah, you could go with Alfred. And you'll pretty much be perfectly fine. So those are the options that we have for range generals. For mounted generals, you have the choice between Roland, George Costa, or Naomasa. Of course, Roland is a very popular mounted general in Evony, and he has been in the Relics for a while, so a lot of people will probably have fragments for him already. Costa is a good general. At this point, he's probably used more as an assistant than a main general, but he's a good general. And then Naomasa. Naomasa is also a good general, but he has the issue of not being able to take the mounted attack book. So that's a demerit for him. Now, if you're looking to get a main general from the Relics, you'll probably be looking to have Roland as your main general. Maybe if you get Costa, you can use him as an assistant if you're using a different general. Unfortunately, Roland and Costa don't pair, so that combination is out of it. So you can take Roland and pretty much roll with him. If you already have a mounted general that you're using and you get Costa, you can see if they work as an assistant, and that will be a good choice for you if you don't already have a good one. As for Naomasa, in all honesty, we have a whole lot of mounted generals in the game right now. So unless you really want to use Naomasa, there really isn't much benefit for you locking yourself in like that. You can get another general and have access to the mounted attack book, which ultimately will make your mounted pair stronger. Naomasa is needed in the general hall, so if you get him, that's fine. But once you get him, you're pretty much not going to be using him for anything else. If you're looking for a main general from the Relics, Roland is probably the best choice that you have. Next, we're going to look at ground generals. And for the ground options that we have Salt and Maeda Toshie. Both of these generals are good generals, and they are definitely much better than the tavern options that you have right now. So if you don't have one of the popular ground generals available, people like Scipio, Elise, Ludwig, then getting either of these two would not be a bad choice. As for compatibility, I'm not sure who Salt and Maida are compatible with. I haven't done a full check. But if you have the option of getting either Trajan or Yue, both available in the tavern, you can't go wrong. Both of these generals are compatible with the majority of ground generals in the game. So if you pick either Salt or Maida, and then you go to the tavern and you get either Trajan or Yue, you'll probably be fine until you come up with a better option for an assistant. As for the choice between the two of them, in my opinion, Maida is a bit better than Salt. So if I had to make a recommendation, I would say pick Maida as your main ground general as opposed to Salt. One point of caution though, you'll need to check the compatibility of these generals with all the ground books. And if they can take all the ground books, then you're pretty much good to go. If either of them can't take any of the important ground books, then you're pretty much left with one choice in the relics. So that's something to be careful about. Then, the final group of generals that we have, wall generals. And in the relics, we have the option of two generals. One, Queen Boudica, and two, Zachary Taylor. Queen Boudica has been around for a while. I believe she's also available in the tavern. And she has become a lot more popular these days now that we are in the age of the T1 trap. So, if that's the direction that you're going in, or you already have Queen Boudica as your main general, then getting more fragments from her in the relics is an added plus. As for Zachary Taylor, he is primarily a range-focused wall general. He was very good when he initially came out, but now that we have a lot more wall generals available, and for some reason Evony kept him hidden for a while, not too many people are using him, but he is a strong general. He is just very range focused, so if you're using him, you would need to balance out your stats in other ways to make sure that your defense is as strong as it can be. A lot of the generals in the relics are also needed for the general hall, so it won't hurt you to get all of them at least once. But if you're looking at using any of the generals as a main general, like I've said, the preferred options that you would have would be Electra for ranged, or maybe Alfred, depending on how you feel. For mounted, Roland. For ground, Maida. And wall general, pick your choice depending on the kind of game that you're playing right now. And that's pretty much it when it comes to the generals in the relics. And I hope it helps you with your choices as you're picking your generals. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment down below. And if the video was helpful, it'll be great if you can give it a like. If you want to see more general comparisons, you can check out this video here, or you can look on the channel to find other general comparisons that are available there. Thank you very much. Aka signing out.